thank everybody for coming out, everyone for coming out today. I know it's chilly. I'm wearing sleeves today, and we got up early this morning. The wind was blowing, and the guys came out. They practiced. I thought today was another good practice. We got some more good guys back. I think it's the first time Zach Davis took any reps. Also did a couple. Lawrence did some stuff. So we kind of starting to come back a little bit. Last week's game was disappointing. I mean, very disappointing. That one hurt. We had 5 turnovers. That's one of the things that we try not to ever do. We did what we said we wouldn't do. We fought hard to come back, made some crucial stops, but we just didn't get it done this time. And there is some improvement. Any questions? Well, no, I don't think you have too much of an advantage. I think they're a good football team. They hadn't won very many games. They've done some good things. As you know, they beat Rice, so that was their win. And they can run the football pretty well defensively. They're big up front. So they are similar to us, but we are definitely beginning to do some things different from them. We're scoring a lot of points. Their quarterback is a pretty good player. Our quarterback's playing exceptional. So we're playing a lot of freshmen, a lot of young guys that are now, starting to play well. And the offensive line had its struggles early, but they're starting to play well. So I think we're still climbing, and we're ascending as a team. And I'm sure they feel they're doing the same thing. Absolutely. These games, right? All these games will be, show the progress and the character of us. Because I think what we'll do is we'll take this loss last week, and we've learned from it. But we also know this one that stings. This one of the ones that I told the team this morning that, hey, look, we played Indy last year at the Saints, and we scored 65. The next week we come in and St. Louis beat us. I told them about the national championship game. We won every game for about 2 years. We get to Ohio State, and we should have won that one. And I was at Miami. So these games will come up that you'll remember for the rest of your life. You remember some good ones and some bad ones. This one we'll remember for the rest of our lives. So I think this one stings. And I think everybody want to get this little bitter taste out of their mouth. They want to put something on this little beefsteak. No. I am proud of them, and I am impressed of the fight and the hard work. But we really don't get brownie points for that. We get brownie points for wins, and there's a lot of individual accolades. Cairo's doing well. Ryan's doing well. Both of the Ryans are playing good offensive line. We're doing some good. These freshmen are playing well. But the thing is, we got to come together as a football team and win these games. We would hope to win these games like this down the stretch, and then just for our own sake. These are the ones we got to win. Yeah, you know what? And I think, just looking at it over and over again. I'm telling you, we've looked at this thing a lot. I just think that when you're playing in a place, in a situation like that, you got to be mentally prepared. And that's why I always say we're not ready to play. We got to be ready to play. And I don't think early on we were very much alert at what was going on, and not no one individual or whatever. We just kind of we woke up and we were down by 21-7 by the time it was 14-0 for sure. That's when we kind of woke up. So you're right, it was uncharacteristic. That was disheartening to see. And then finally, we almost had to shake them. And then once they did it, they just came out and started, playing the ball that we should be playing. Well, here's what I think they do. I think they'll be ready to play this week. I don't think we were ready to play in the first quarter last week. But I did learn something about the team now. I learned that we do have the ability to come back from big deficits. And I learned that no matter what, what I thought prior to that, I know that we got to fight. And there was a point in that game when I said to a couple of assistants, I said, there's no way we're going to lose this game. Just because we fought back so hard, and when we took the lead, it was like, hey, here we go. And then, we kind of lapsed a couple other places. But I just think I love the character, even the discipline in the second half, because, it's hard to score drive, just keep scoring 7 points. And then we had some laughs, but I'm just proud of how they fighting, they came back, and they just didn't fight hard and got blown out. They fought hard and had a chance to win it in the end. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I thought the running game was doing well last week, but we got in this game this week that it was, we were down 21. It was just hard. It was hard. We tried to run a couple draws in there, but it was just hard to run the ball when we knew we had such a big deficit this week. And then, the bottom line was there were some mismatches that we had, that we felt we had all week, and we just exploited the mismatches, but it just didn't. When we got in 10 personnel, that's our 4 receivers position formation, they couldn't. It was just one touchdown after another. It's almost like I wish we had a fifth quarter. Was that a dig? Well, I think Ryan Travis is one of the hardest working, probably one of the leaders. He's not very vocal, but he's a leader. He helps the younger guys get lined up. He plays 2 or 3 different positions. He'll play a corner, he'll play a nickel, and he can actually perform, and he does well at most of the positions that he's played. And I'm very proud of him because for a little guy, he does tackle, he does make plays, and he's one of the guys that I would say, I wish he would come back, because if he would, we'd have that much more unity because he keeps everything together. Yeah, you know what? They are playing at a high level now. I knew we had the ability to do it. I thought the line would gel and get together and come together. I didn't know how soon or whatever, but I just knew they were good enough. They showed it. Then, the backs are good players, and one thing that they do, they catch the ball out the backfield. And I thought the receivers, that was one of the things that everybody talked about. The receivers, wasn't very good here, but I thought they were good talent, and they were, like we had at the Saints job description guys. So when you put it all together, and then you got a trigger man like Griff who understands it, I thought we had potential to be very good, but I never would have imagined school record one week, school record next week, and just 5 touchdowns. He's throwing 5 touchdowns like it's nothing. Some people don't throw 5 touchdowns in a season. And then a rocky start, I think somebody told me a stat, and maybe one of the reporters or maybe Roger, that we were like last in offense, and all of a sudden we somewhere ranked nationally, maybe in the teens or something like that. That's a credit to those guys, though. Just fighting the hard fight through, because a month ago I almost quit. I almost went coach defense. I said, I'm a defensive coach now, but now, now I'm back on offense. I really was a special team coach a month ago. No, but it's been good though. Those guys are playing at a high level. Yeah, you absolutely. I never thought it would be like it is, because there's a chance that you can get 1 or 2 30-point games or 40-point games against some weaker opponent. But I thought that we were scoring points, and scoring yards and moving the ball against good teams. I thought SMU was a good football team. UTEP, I thought that those guys were good football teams. And now all of a sudden you're scoring, and you're scoring touchdowns, and you're playing at a high level. And you know where you came from, and a lot has to do with what we were dealing with. But I just, like I say, my hat's off to those guys, and Offensive line came through, and they're still coming. You know, the quarterback's good, and the skill positions are playing well also. He's one of the guys that does. You know, I feel like Dominique's like one of our guys, because what he does is he practices hard, he plays hard, he runs around. I mean, he just runs and makes plays. He probably saved the game for us against SMU, you know. And then all of a sudden now he comes back and, you know, he's running around making some plays. He's making plays. So I just think we got to reward guys like that. You know, we're not just canning anyone from the team, you know, or from starting or playing. They still gonna play, but you know, I think this kid deserves a shot at starting, and I think he's earned it. I mean, it's not a gift. He really earned it. No, we have a scouting report on Ryan's cousin, and we plan situations and we put them in. That's why we practice how we do. We put them in situations, but there is a report that we do on each player. You know, this is a scouting report, and you know, we'll talk about each good and bad habits and not. So yeah, we do look at it a lot. Well, you know, the least satisfying thing, I guess, is obvious is Devin Walker's injury, and just what a great kid he is, and how, you know, how his struggles and what he's going through. You know, he's in our prayers every day, and it's just you know, it's on my watch that thing happened, and you know, it still bothers me a lot. You know, by far that is by far, I think the most satisfying thing is just seeing the camaraderie and how these guys are starting to come together, and how they're starting to be a football team. You know, I almost want another season, you know, right back to back. Let's start this thing over, or let's go right into next year right now, because I think we're really moving in the right direction, and we're moving forward. And I see the energy and the enthusiasm around. You know, there's a lot of compliments. You know, I went yesterday, and I'm gonna bring this up, and I hate to bring it up. Yesterday, I got a year older. You know, it was my birthday. And guy, I went in the restaurant, about 4 or 5 people said, "Golly, coach, you guys are playing better from the beginning to the end, and these guys never played this good, never played hard." So it's just satisfying that other people are starting to recognize that we are a team that's getting better and improving. Thank you guys very much.